welcome to this week's episode of Dialed In Angling. This week, we've got the truck pointed west and we're heading to the great state of South Dakota. We're gonna fish in the Webster area with my good buddy, Marcus Quam. Marcus is a regular contributor to Dialed In Angling. He's always on hot bites. It's been a while since I've been in this region, so I cannot wait to get out here and get after it. This is a real treat to fish out of the Snow Bear. I mean, I'm literally gonna be fishing in tennis shoes right now. How cool is that? Normally I leave my house ice fishing. My truck is packed full of gear. I'm pulling snowmobiles. None of that today, man. I literally grabbed rods, my Markham, some tackle. We're gonna be fishing in luxury today with Marcus.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's just like a boat. Everything's in there and we're ready to go.
Oh, it's awesome. Cannot wait, my friend. I can't remember the last time I've been loading ice fishing gear, ready to go ice fishing. I got tennis shoes on, no gloves, no hat. Fishing in luxury, my friend, in South Dakota with Marcus. Just kind of chandeliering a few on or what?
Yeah, so I just been using a straight one and putting like 4 or 5 on it.
There they go. There it is. First fish of the trip. I like it when you start catching fish in the first spot that you set down. There we go.
Yeah.
The perch school is on. Look at them.
Yep, there they are.
Gotta get back down there as quick as possible.
That's the thing about perch fishing is you gotta capitalize on them when they're there,
That's
right?
I always tell people, like, my favorite species to catch throughout the winter is perch. And simply because of that fact. When they come in, they're absolutely electric. Just like a pack of tigers. There's hunting. There we go. A little better fish. Double, if I can get mine.
That's a good thing about perch fishing, because usually there's just not one there.
Right.
Well, this is a good one too.
Ooh, there you go.
Ooh.
Marcus has got a giant on. That's a good looking perch right there. Oof. Toad bellies. There you go, Marcus. That's a nice one. That is my favorite fish to catch right there. Species, size,
Yeah.
all right there in a nutshell. There they come. Look at it. Just like that, Marcus. Sitting in your tennis shoes, catching perch. They are rocking it. Look at that. Tungsten jigs. The old roach jig, brand new for this year. It's got that classic, that marabou hair. You know, last year we came out with the rattling roach spoon. Now this year, the roach jig, it's just simply a tungsten jig with that marabou hair. And then of course loaded up with Euro larva. Man, I am out fishing in Webster, South Dakota with Marcus Quam. We're in the Snow Bear. We're putting an absolute smackdown on the perch out here. You know, trying a couple different techniques, using tungsten jigs, using spoons to draw them in. Either way, we're in a shallow water basin. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for more Dialed In Angling.
Dialed In Angling, brought to you by Strike Master, Rapala, L&M Fleet Supply and DeWalt, and by Coors Light.
He takes the hand When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
The lakes are locked. It's time to unlock them. No matter your mode of transport, your quarry, it takes a hole, the right hole, in the right spot, at the right time.
Oh man, look at that.
You need dependable, abundant power to match your motivation.
Yeah, baby!
The elements are hard enough. Don't fight it. Arm yourself with the cutting edge of the cutting edge. Arm yourself with StrikeMaster.
When it's time to eat, the VMC Rattling Roach Spoon calls them in. The spoon's design entices fish by combining its intense fluttering action with an exposed rattle chamber for maximum vibration. The Rattling Roach Spoon comes in 16 different colors, including UV bright and ultra glow options. Every spoon includes a marabou teaser tail, which conceals a tack-sharp VMC treble hook. Call the fish to you with the Rattling Roach Spoon. See it all at vmchooks.com.
It's that time again, anglers. Winter is here, and L&M Fleet Supply is ready to make this your best season ever. Head on into your favorite Northland location and browse our extensive collection of DeWalt tools and accessories, all guaranteed tough. Cut through the thickest ice with DeWalt's 20-volt cordless hammer drill. Brighten up your setup with the DeWalt handheld portable LED light. And stay entertained with the DeWalt Bluetooth speaker, weather-resistant, rugged, and ready for any adventure. Find guaranteed tough DeWalt quality products at L&M Fleet Supply. Quality at a discount.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
Fish on. We're about to find out. That fish came up twice. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Little walleye. I was hoping jumbo perch. It's all right, I'll take it. Walleye on a tungsten jig. That's all right by me. Light line, light rod. Always fun. Eat it. I had to work that one.
That one was not.
Oh, he came off. Not used to having to work them.
No.
They were coming in and smashing it.
Might be time to relocate again.
I really like ice trolling in the snow bear. You literally just pick up and move 100 feet. We're just moving back to the school of fish. As easy as that. Drill the holes in here. We don't even have to get out of the snow bear. Pretty awesome, man. You know the school's large when they're coming from the top down and they're coming from the bottom up to meet your bait. That's incredible. Look at that. There's a pile of them down there. Not too bad. I tell you what, it is cold outside, the wind is blowing, but I'm in my tennis shoes and I have not drilled a single hole all day, but guess what? I am whaling on the perch. Thanks to this man right there. Oh, nice perch. I love perch fishing. I absolutely love it. Any day of the week in the winter, if you call me and say, hey, I want to go fishing today. What are we fishing for? Perch. I'm in. What time you want me there? I absolutely love it. We've been catching a few walleyes, catching some perch. We're fishing the glacial region of South Dakota. We met up with Marcus and Webster. You got a lot of great diverse fisheries around here. I have a lot of great memories of fishing this area and catching everything from walleyes and perch to bluegills. Special place for sure. I don't know, man, I might switch to the spoon. I've been going tungsten, ultralight all day, but now they're starting to really fire here. Oh, that one just cranked it. Wow. He wanted that roach jig. It's kind of the 1-2 combo though. Marcus is using the spoon. I've got the roach jig. So if they won't hit the spoon, they'll hit that finesse tungsten jig with that marabou hair on there, and vice versa. A lot of them are coming in because of Marcus's spoon. So he's actually drawing them in. He'll pick up some of the aggressive ones right away, and then I drop that tungsten down there, and then boom, I pick up the ones that are a little more finicky. Again, I'm just using that tungsten roach jig. It's got that marabou hair, and then tipping it with the Eurolarva or maggots. But what I like about that jig is it's heavy. I can get down there quickly. So we've been kind of bouncing anywhere from 15 feet to 28 feet. And I'm using a 4-pound test line, but as you can see, I have a swivel on there. I like using swivels, especially when I'm using spoons. But I also like using swivels when I'm using a light jig like that, simply for when I'm fishing deep. Because when I'm fishing deep, I don't want any memory in my line. I don't want that tungsten jig, you know, sitting down there and spinning. And when I'm fishing deeper, when I have a couple Eurolarva on there, that jig tends to spin when you're jigging it, right? And so you get line twists. If you add that little swivel on there, I've got a really light barrel swivel. It doesn't inhibit my jigging pattern, but it prevents those line twists. And then using that 4-pound test with a really light rod tip like that, so it's a strike indicator. As you can see, that tungsten jig's not weighting down that rod tip. You want to use a rod that has power and action where it can support the weight of that tungsten jig, and then you can just see that visual strike. So every time you get a bite, boom, you can watch that strike. And as you can see, this rod I have has plenty of backbone to get good hook setting power with that tiny little jig.
Dialed In Angling, brought to you by Strike Master, Sportsman's Guide, Devil's Lake, North Dakota Tourism, and by Skidoo.
The lakes are locked. It's time to unlock them. No matter your mode of transport, your quarry, it takes a hole. The right hole in the right spot at the right time.
Oh man, look at that.
You need dependable, abundant power to match your motivation.
Yeah, baby!
The elements are hard enough. Don't fight it. Arm yourself with the cutting edge of the cutting edge. Arm yourself with Strike Master.
More than 50 years ago, right here in Minnesota, Sportsman's Guide made a commitment to work hard and treat customers fairly while outfitting them for outdoor success. Today, Sportsman's Guide continues to grow, selling the world's top outdoor brands at the very best prices, and they ship right to your front door. They also support America's veterans, shooting sports, women in the outdoors, and your favorite conservation organizations. For all of your outdoor needs, trust Sportsman's Guide. Hunting is more than my hobby. It's my family's way of life. At Walton's, it's their family's way of life too. That's why I trust products from Walton's to bring my wild game full circle. Walton sells supplies and equipment for any style of cooking, from spices to smokers, grinders to stuffers, and so much more. Hunting families like ours can trust Walton's. Walton's, everything but the meat.
At Otter, we are hole drillers, bacon cookers, cold gear campers, but most of all, we are people who enjoy being in the great outdoors in some of the coldest conditions on planet Earth. Crafted with a standard of quality you won't find anywhere else, we promise to always keep the quality you depend on and the innovation you have learned to expect. Otter Outdoors, for everyone.
Hey everybody, Bill Shirk, the man about the woods, in with this week's ice report. You know, Marcus and Tony are having great luck in Waubay. Marcus, you start the report today. Talk a little bit more about why you guys picked this body of water.
You know, for me, it's just kind of like a home body of water. You know, we're only 5-6 miles from town. We spend a lot of time there. There's good numbers of walleyes and perch there. So we just kind of, you know, go through the basins using forward-facing sonar and pick them apart and just see what we can find from fish and try to get in their path or set up on them.
Transitioning out of South Dakota and into North Dakota, Landon Blanchfield over at Woodland, you're keeping an eye on Devil's Lake, where your ice is great.
Yeah, we've had a really lucky year. We're sitting at a good 17 inches. We're already starting to see 3/4 ton trucks going out. And, you know, it's been refreshing compared to last year.
Walleyes are biting. Perch bite will heat up soon, seems to be the report.
Yeah, you know, with all this ice we're making, just those cold fronts will shut down the perch fishing. But one of these days, I think they're going to get hungry, so.
Are there certain baits that you want to make sure that people have when they show up?
Yeah, you know, Devil's Lake, you know, our whole ecosystem is based on our freshwater shrimp. So I really like to try to mimic that as much as I can. I like to use pink, green, or white colored little tungstens with a wax worm on it. That's kind of our go-to. If you have a really aggressive fish, I like to use orange spoons.
Now it's time to transition over to Minnesota with the guy in the hat. Beef, your hats this year have been something else.
Students would say they're on fire because you can tell I'm a teacher, right? But Christmas is over. Let's get back into business. We're talking ice and ice fishing. The last 2 years, we've battled bad ice. This year, we have phenomenal ice all the way from the northwest angle, all the way down to the south shore. The fishing up at the angle has been incredible. And on the south shore, everybody seems to be going home with limits.
That excitement is what this ice season is all about.
That thing came flying up, but bit really lightly. And that's perch in a nutshell. Hey, welcome back to Dialed In Angling. We are in the glacial lakes of South Dakota. I'm fishing with Marcus Quam, and we're catching perch and walleyes, watching them come flying in. I love it, man. You know, we've had a lot of fish come in today. You know, we've fished a lot of different areas. We fished shallow, we fished deep. It seems like the fish are sort of spooky in the sense where once we plop down right away in the snow bear, they're not right there, but all of a sudden we start seeing them come in. They'll be about 100 feet out in each direction, and it's funny how those fish just start to filter back in. You wouldn't know that prior to forward-facing sonar, and that's what I love about technology, being able to use that and then switch over to 2D sonar and then really dial in that bite. You know, like that perch came flying up, but just sat there, and all I did was slowly raise that bait. I didn't even jig it and just hold it still. And you feel those perch, even though they're aggressive, they bite extremely light.
Yeah, it's funny how we get a few different schools here, or a wolf pack or whatever that's super aggressive, and then you'll have a whole school just kind of swim on by and snub you.
I know, they all have their own personalities.
Right.
It's just cool to watch.
Everything I think about with perch fishing is a big school and getting down as fast as you can.
That's right, man. That's what you live for. Look up.
There we go.
Plan worked. Just dropped in on this school. Here they come. They're coming up to me too. Got two of them. There we go.
Nice job.
The wolf pack's back, baby.
Oh man, they're stacked down there right now.
Good numbers, man. Wow. Really good numbers of perch. Get down there, Marcus.
I'm hurrying.
Trying to get down there before they move on is the key. Oh yeah.
Nice job, Tony.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you.
There we go. That one was fired up.
Still mad. Oh my God. That thing was on a mission.
That was a straight rocket shot.
Oh, I like when they eat like that. Now that's a fish.
Our walleye. Oops.
Not a giant, but man, I'll take that any day of the week. What a fun day in the Bear. I mean, we are putting some serious numbers on the ice right now. That's really fun. Oh my, look at this school. I mean, they are all over my screen. Oh, nice, Marcus. You know, the unfortunate part, we're probably gonna have to take a break and eat our lunch because our brats are almost done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's a nice big toad. Nice looking fish.
Yep.
We better check on those brats for sure. There we go. Taking a break from pounding on perch to eat hot food on the ice. This guy cuts my holes, he grills the brats.
It's been a good day.
This is incredible, my friend. Awesome.
Dialed In Angling, brought to you by Onyx Fish, Markham Technologies, iFish Pro Tip Up, Heat Hog, and by Otter Outdoors.
Marcus, I don't think this is a perch, my friend.
No.
Feels more walleye-like. That is what's fun about fishing the glacial lakes area and fishing these basins, man. It's amazing, you know, when you get it later in the winter, how many walleyes I catch on small tungsten, you know? They're feeding on the same thing that the perch are. Small little invertebrates, bloodworms, you know, they're opportunistic feeders. There we go. Oh, not a bad little eater walleye. But like I said, it just inhaled that small roach jig. And again, it's amazing. You know, they're not just feeding on minnows, but they're eating bugs in the water column. They're picking stuff up off the bottom. They're just as opportunistic feeders as the perch. Ah, nice mix of walleyes and perch coming through. It's amazing when those walleyes come flying in, the perch, they gone.
What's been a big game changer for me is the forward-facing sonar, being able just to sit in the same spot in my snow bear, but look around us at 90 to 130 foot and just check to see what's going on.
Pretty amazing. I mean, most of the time you got to spend time outside drilling holes, looking around. We're scanning, picking up moving spots, and doing it in the comforts of this snow bear is pretty awesome. That's a walleye, definitely. Smashed it, just angry. That's fun on light line, a light rod. Take that any day. I love when you're catching perch and then you get walleyes mixed in. Sit in the comforts of the bear and you're catching perch and walleyes. Pretty darn fun. What a great day on the ice we've had. We pile drive the perch, we caught a bunch of walleyes. Marcus, thank you so much for taking me fishing today. I love your content on Dialed In Angling. He's always giving great fishing reports from the Webster area. This South Dakota glacial area is chock full of fish and chock full of lakes that have lots of different species of fish. If you're an ice angler, it should definitely be on your radar. Hopefully we gave you some insight on how we fish this area and how Marcus fishes it to help you get dialed in.